If you're looking for one of the coolest family cars on sale right now, this might be it. The new Volkswagen ID. Buzz is one of the most anticipated new cars of the year. It is, of course, a modern take on the classic Volkswagen microbus, and this time it's electric. It's also an award winner. This is Irish Car of the Year 2023. So what's so special about the Volkswagen ID. Buzz? I'm Caroline Kidd and you're watching the CarZone YouTube channel. Remember, you can find more Volkswagens for sale on carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace. Before we get into the rest of the video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with all our latest videos. The Buzz is powered by a 77 kilowatt hour battery with a range of up to 425 kilometres. It is priced from about €68,500, rising to about €78,500 for this top of the range ID. Buzz Max. So it is more expensive to buy than other van-based MPVs like the Peugeot e-Traveller, the Citroën e-Space Tourer and the Opel Vivaro e-Life. It's actually more priced in the region of upmarket electric SUVs like the Mercedes-Benz EQB and even the BMW iX3. But when it comes to looks, the ID. Buzz is completely out on its own. It's such an iconic design, and this car just has all the classic design cues like the boxy square silhouette, the wheels pushed out to the corners and this big friendly face at the front and charismatic headlights. There's loads of different bright colours to choose from, and this two-tone look inspired by the original microbus. This one is candy white and pomelo yellow metallic. Alloy wheel sizes vary from 19-inch up to 21-inch, just like this car, and all ID. Buzz cars come with this rear privacy glass. It's just such a cool car. AC charging is possible up to 11 kilowatt and DC fast charging is possible up to 135 kilowatt. So you can get to an 80% charge in about 30 minutes. At the back there's this full width light bar. It's a really cool car and it's one that just makes everyone smile. But what about practicality? And this is where the ID. Buzz really scores. Now that is quite a wide opening boot lid. But when it does open, you have over 1,000 litres. It's absolutely huge. You've got this low sill. It's really easy to load things in and out of the back of this car. It also has this divider and you can store the charging cables and other things underneath. You can let down the rear seats for even more space, and that's a completely flat floor then, so you could actually put a mattress in the back of this car for weekends away, and it's just an ideal car for holidays and trips away with the family. The sliding doors are really practical for car parks or getting kids in and out of the car. And back here in the ID. Buzz, it is absolutely huge. It's just like a big van, really. So there's loads of leg room, there's loads of headroom as well, and these seats, they split fold, but you can also move them forward and you can also recline as well, which is quite cool. So it's a really comfortable car. There is a little pocket here for a phone. There's also these little picnic tables as well in the back of the front seats. There's no air vents here in the back of the car, and the windows don't open either. That's a little bit disappointing, but it still feels very bright and airy back here. The USB ports are not where you think they are. They're actually here in the doors. So just make sure that your kids take those devices out before you open the doors. The Buzz has a lovely cabin. It's really bright and airy. You sit up high in here like a van as well. It's very colourful, so the seat upholstery matches the outside of the car. The quality is really good in here as well. There's this nice wood effect on the dashboard, so it's much nicer than a lot of other van-based MPVs. It's also got loads of storage compartments, and there's hidden cup holders down here. And there's even a buzz box, which is a removable storage unit as well. Like all electric VWs, you get a small digital instrument cluster for the driver, as well as this large touchscreen in the centre of the dash. That comes in either 10-inch or 12 inches like this one. It comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's also a wireless smartphone charger in this handy compartment below the steering wheel. Volkswagen does get a little bit of slack for their infotainment system, and you do have to use the screen to adjust the ventilation controls, but you can pull up the menu using this handy shortcut button as well. But some of these controls are a little bit fiddly to use on the move, so a few extra buttons wouldn't go amiss. Other standard features include heated front seats, dual zone climate control, there's parking sensors, and also cruise control. But generally, it's a really lovely cabin. It's fun and family friendly, just like the rest of this car. But what's it like to drive? Let's hit the road to find out. The Buzz uses a 77 kilowatt hour battery with a range of up to 425 kilometres measured by WLTP. There's a 204 horsepower motor sending power to the rear wheels. There's 310 newton meters of torque, and 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is 10.2 seconds. So it's definitely not underpowered, but I think it's definitely a car that you enjoy more at a leisurely pace. But there's still plenty of power for joining motorways or overtaking manoeuvres. The Buzz is built on the same platform as other Volkswagen electric vehicles like the ID.4, so it drives more like a car or an SUV than an actual van. But behind the wheel you do sit up high like a van. It measures about 4.7 metres in length, so it is a big car. It's a big electric bus, but generally it is easy to drive and it's very manoeuvrable as well. There's light steering, so it's easy to get around in this. It's also very comfortable and refined, and that's definitely a benefit of having those car-like underpinnings. So at speed it's very quiet here in the cabin. There's very little road and wind noise. It's also very comfortable. There's just a little bit of firmness over rougher surfaces and potholes, but generally it's a very comfortable family car. There's 425 kilometres of range. That's the official figure, but I would say that's a little bit ambitious. When I got into the car with a full battery, it was about 320 kilometres, but there's still plenty of driving between charging, and you can also of course DC fast charge this car up to 135 kilowatts, so you could get an 8% battery charge in about 30 minutes if you had to stop on the motorway, for example. There's also a B mode, and that increases the amount of regenerative braking. It's a very easy car to drive, it's easy to manoeuvre. You've got a single speed automatic gearbox as well. So overall it's very quiet, easy to drive and comfortable. So it just makes a great family car. The ID Buzz combines all the space and practicality of a large MPV with modern, eco-friendly electric underpinnings. It's not a cheap car, but it is a beautifully designed one with a great quality interior and iconic style that will make you smile every day. Remember, you can find more cars for sale on carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace. And if you liked this video, please remember to click subscribe to stay up to date with all our latest videos. And please remember to give us a like as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.